We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Shreds the tackle, and he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete to John Ross. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
He juked him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now Newton on first down. And they'll soft the screen to Gurley. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Finding some room at midfield.
Another miss.
Still on his through an opening, and there he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st-and-goal situation. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ronald Jones, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Gordon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They are going to go for it. It's Newton looking deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A give to Jones. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, it's Jones. A little juke. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And they'll go on the ground. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Newton on first down. His throw incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Newton. He can run for it, and he will. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And Selleck here, left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Going up top. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And they'll run it here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! 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 Gone!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Newton now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. To throw is Newton. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, here's Newton. Being chased out left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Newton. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. O.J. Howard, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll go again to Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And here a juke. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
They go play action with Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he finds his tight end, Saleh. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Back to throw, Newton. And Paul has it. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Newton on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. O.J. Howard with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. This one taken just inside the 10. And some space here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 91 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, that's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in a great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. What a spin. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. He finds Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Torrey Smith from 19 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus,
and my goodness, another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And now here is another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time.